boy. You're watching me on my YouTube channel. No cap. What's up, bruhs? Back to gaming. Bada bing, bada boom. I thought I would make myself sound like all the other male gamers on YouTube. They all sound the same. Hey y'all, it's me, Pierre, aka Nina Bonina Brown. I'm a Ps5 Pro, and we are back for another raw view or review of my Ps5 Pro and what I feel about it after all this time. So if you saw the thumbnail, JK. I did that just for the mere fact of everybody always uses clickbait stuff, so let me do it too. Yeah, I just wanted to touch bases on, it's been maybe about, 4 or 5 days, I think, or so. I could be off. And I have been using it every day. I have tried multiple games. Having to re-download things, just look at it for a couple of minutes and then deleting it is a little tough. Because I'm not, okay. Let me just start off by saying I don't regret my purchase. I don't. And I've been seeing a lot of people online who claim they bought it. Some are claiming they're returning it because they're not happy. Like even one guy was like, I'm returning my PS5 Pro because I don't care about ray tracing or minor improvements. And it's like, but that's what the PS5 Pro said. Like, before it even came out, it let you know what it was about. It was going to be ray tracing and these certain improvements, and you still bought it. What I think is happening is they never intended on keeping it in the first place. Or either they bought it and then saw their wallet and it was like, oh, I forgot, I gotta pay rent. So they're finding any excuse in their head to get rid of it, if they even got it in the first place. And then some people just may genuinely not like it, and that's okay. It's just the people that are online that feel like every time they see a post about PS5 Pro, they just have to go in there and just be, I'm angry. It's like, Sony doesn't care, and we don't care. I'm telling you, people are so attracted to the things that they claim they don't like. They're always the first ones there over the people who are actually into the stuff. And once again, I understand. It's expensive. We're not used to spending that much money on consoles. We're not PC people. For PC people who be complaining as well, y'all be buying graphic cards every other month, it seems, that are way more expensive. But then some of y'all are in the comment section saying that a PS5 Pro is too expensive, but y'all do it all the time. And it is expensive. And some people are like, well, if it came with a disc drive and it came with a stand, then I will buy it. Something tells me that even if it came with a PS5 stand and a disc drive, y'all still wouldn't buy it at $700. Be real. Be real, like, you still wouldn't buy it, and that's okay. You know, and then some people feel like the people that are into the system are having a placebo effect where, like, they're telling them brains that they think it looks better so that it can, you know, verify their purchase and why they bought it. And that could be true for some people, but it can go the other way. You're having a placebo effect trying to convince yourself that it doesn't look good so that you don't have to spend the money that you don't have. And that's okay. So with all that being said, I'm going to speak from just my experiences that I've had these days. I also recorded some clips of gameplay. Mind you, before we go to the gameplay, when you're watching these videos on YouTube, they are all compressed and it's not the same quality that you would get in person. I'm also working on getting me a 4K camera. I have a 1080 camera, Canon 80D, but that's besides the point. But just like when you see my videos, they're so badly compressed that I almost didn't even want to post them because you're going to be like, I don't see a difference. You're not going to see a difference, probably. But I still did it anyway. But without further ado, let's go ahead and watch these clips. And then I'll come back and give y'all my overall honest opinions as I can be. Once again, I am not no tech. I'm not no techie nerd. I may have a Steve Urkel haircut going on, but I am not Urkel. Did I do that? I didn't. Let's get to it. Okay, so I called myself trying to try a PS4 game, because for those of y'all that don't know, with the PS5 Pro, you can turn on an option in the settings to enhance PS4 games. Kind of what the PS4 Pro did to like PS4 games, 3 games. A little sharpening, let's say, stuff like that, maybe to see text a little better. And I turned it on. This isn't it. I thought I had it on, so this is like it without me enhancing anything. And also, just mind y'all, this is me recording from PlayStation, the actual system. And for some reason, it loads it as a WebM. So then you have to go to an actual converter site and convert it into MP4. So it's not really giving y'all what y'all would see in person. So it's kind of hard to even do these videos because you're not getting what you're actually going to see in person, which sucks. But anyway, with that being said, now I'm putting it on to the actual, I already put the settings on for enhanced PS4 games. I'm not sure if y'all can see a difference at all. I had to, in fact, kind of put a little saturation into the game to give it more color, but to me, it did look a little sharper. Like, I'm trying my best once again not to convince myself, delusion. But no, it does look a little sharper, but nothing to like write home about. Yeah, I went to settings. I didn't even know that. I forgot that this game has a prioritize graphics or prioritize performance. I chose graphics, of course. I'm a graphics whore. Of course, I have to choose my girl Kasumi, because why not? Let's just really quick, though, just really quick. Can we please bring back Dead or Alive? And not bring it back in just a way with gooners can just lust over young age girls, cartoon girls, but just like a serious fighting game again. Like, I really think it's a really underrated fighting game.
Behold, my Baji dance. We settle this.
Fight! Over me looking and fighting, it does look a little sharper, but once again, it's not like major. So I can't really be like, yes, guys, go get it now if you want to see, But once again, this game, it said some games might be enhanced games. It doesn't say all because I guess they don't want to get sued, but allegedly it's going to be enhancing all the PS4 games. So it's up to y'all to determine. Once again, well, actually, you can't really determine because, once again, these had to be compressed to make into an MP4 and then also being compressed putting on YouTube. So it's hard. It's hard for y'all to really see.
I will. Fight on!
Alright, so moving on to Resident Evil 4 Remake. A lot of people love this game. Not one of my favorite Resident Evils, but I do have respect for it. But anyway, I decided I would delve into it again with the PS5 Pro, because it is one of the games that actually have a PS5 Pro patch, along with Village. So here's the weird thing. I was thinking that when you would go into these games in the menu, that all games would specifically say like PS5 Pro performance or fidelity, but some of them just, I guess, added more to the options, but it doesn't say Pro, but I guess like it's now saying ray tracing and stuff. I'm curious, those of y'all that have the game and don't have a Pro, can y'all let me know if that's in the options already or am I tripping? But anyway, I thought I would show maybe a little cutscene.
Stop it.
I mean, cutscenes always look good. I think the next time we see true gen graphics is when the games look exactly like the cutscene. It looks good. This area that I'm going to with the fog, all of it looks good. I will say, once again, in general, y'all aren't going to see what I see, unfortunately. The game just in general does look better. I'm not going to lie, it does look better. Not that it was horrible before. I thought it was okay, like it felt a little but this does look a lot better. Just take my word for it if you don't believe me. Resident Evil Village. Another Resident Evil game. I told you I'm a big fan of the series. I tried this again. Pro, went to the options. Same thing pretty much. It doesn't say like Pro, Pro option. It's just like ray tracing, etc. Once again, those of y'all that have this game and don't have a Pro, please let me know down below. Has that always been there or am I tripping? Just let me know. But another game that it does look better. Like, I'm not gonna like the part once the baby's gone and Mia gets shot down and you wake up in the snow and then you finally make it to like that little cliff to see the whole village and the castle. That looks so much better. I was like, whoa, like it really does. It looks better. I wish I would have recorded when I was in Lady Demisha's castle, but I did record at one of my other favorite areas, which I wish was a longer area in the game, but the whole dollhouse, Benevito, I love it. Yeah, the ray tracing on the walls, the floor, you know, everything looks like much shinier and things. But once again, you can't see this because it's compromised, unfortunately. But I promise you, I really do promise you, it does look better. Oh, Stellar Blade, the game where all the gooners can goon to a young Asian girl because they don't have women at home. But so this game, as a lot of y'all know, it's a good game. It is. Like if you're into this heavy, hardcore fighting, and I'm not so much. I got it just for the mere fact because it's not too many games that are out, and that I love graphics. So I want to see how the graphics were. I like a challenge, but to me this game can be a little too challenging, for my opinion. But with that being said, this one does have the options that say like Pro Fidelity, Pro this, PSSR that. So it actually has it in the options, makes it a little easier to choose. And just the most little pettiest things, like when she's standing here and you can see her just standing there. It's small to y'all, but like when I would choose in between the different higher pro settings, the bangs will look maybe not so sharp in some, and then the bangs will look sharper. I'm like, oh, okay, there. So all the graphics is going there. All the graphics is showing on this mode. Y'all know I would prefer to choose graphics, but when it comes to fighting, I understand why people want their things to be at 60 frames and above. And speaking of that, I tried screen recording that. Like, you know, my LG TV, I have a G4 once again, but LG does not allow you to screen record. I'm like, damn, so I couldn't even like show y'all the frame rates and if they were dropping or going high. And I will be honest with y'all, a lot of these games were going high. The frame rates were going up. None of them dropped below 60 at all, I promise you. Some even made it to like 100 and something. And that will make a lot of people happy. So no false advertisement on PS5 Pros in there. But just in general, even with that high frame on, the fighting for me is just too much. Like I made it as far as you see now. I don't think I'm ever going to finish this game because it's too much for me. But the game does look better. Not mind-blowingly, but it does look better.
Yeah, it'll be faster to go through here.
Well, if it isn't good old Last of Us remake that nobody really asked for, didn't really need, but here we are. With good old Joel and good old Ellie, if you will. In general, we know this game looks good already, part 2. But I will tell you, turning on, and this does have the option that says like PSSR or, you know, Pro. And just when I walked like to this opening of this field and like the sun and the lighting, it was beautiful.
I found us.
Well, maybe she's better now.
Kid, I don't mean to upset.
I'm sure it's always been beautiful, but it's even more beautifuler. That's not a word, but it is today. And this one is where I'm having a little hard time of like, which option would I personally choose for me? One of the options, I guess I could see more details in his face, which I'm quite sure is the option that like, you know, is more fidelity, more wrinkles and things. But if I wasn't to choose that and I was just to choose the one where it's the 1440 and more frames and the upscaling to 4K, I would be at peace with that because it looks just as good. And PSSR is doing a good job at doing what it's supposed to do if you're not using that mode. So either way, I don't think you're going to miss out with this game. And once again, if you already have this game on your base PS5, you'll be fine. But it does look a little better. Not where I'm like, ah! But it does look a little better.
Monday at work, huh?
What are you still doing up?
So, once again, those were the best videos that I could do. I had to literally take them and put them on a little USB, put it to my computer, download a converting website, download it from WebMB to MP4, and just a lot. But here's the thing, just to refresh, PS5 Pro is a mid-gen system. It's not a new system. It's not like a new PS6 or whatever, which they are working on, and rumors are that people have already seen the layout of it pretty much, which is crazy. So don't expect for it to be, and I wasn't expecting for it to be like some major thing. This is what I want to talk about. So some of it seems a little kind of shady on Sony's end, or it could be publishing's end, but like it made it seem like there were like 100 or so games that are going to be like already enhanced. I don't think it's 100. Plus, I remember seeing Silent Hill 2 and another game that I like on the list as being like ready to be enhanced at launch. And as of now, those games are not patched, which I'm kind of mad about because I'm ready to actually get back into Silent Hill 2 and really just like play it and beat it. But I'm trying to wait and be patient until it gets the PS5 Pro patch, but it's not there. Even though once again, the games do automatically make the games look and maybe run a little better, but I want that official Pro patch so it looks even better or run way better. So I'm a little side-eyeing all the games being enhanced at launch thing because it's not true. I also, like I said, I have the PSVR 2, which is the virtual reality headset for those of y'all that don't know. And I did try one of the games that is patched already. It's like Kayak, if you like canoeing and that kind of stuff. I played it before, way like when it came out. It didn't look bad, but playing it again, maybe it is a little more crystal clear. The water, like, oh, this water is, like, the water is really crystal clear. The distance, to me, is still a little, but it does look a little better. What I'm waiting for is like Resident Evil 4 or Village to get a patch for VR. Not just the flat screen, but actual for VR. Then I could really, really get into it because I enjoy those games, but I do think those games could look better. So as of the moment, there's not too many. Sony says that not at launch, but that there will be a future update for PSSR to be included in the PSVR 2 headset games. Those of y'all that are wondering and have the headset. Little gripes, those of y'all that see my unboxing, you saw the box. Nothing special about it. I know that it is a mid-gen system, but it would have been nice if maybe they could even just made the boxing, the packaging a little more expensive since you're charging $700. Make it a little more premium. And like some people have said, and I've seen people say, they could have put in one of the DualSense Edge, like one of the Pro controllers in there that are like, what, $200 something? I don't know if that would have like spiked the cost of the system. But if you're gonna sell me a Pro system, sell me a Pro controller. Put one in there at least. Now that would have been really good had they had done that. Or some Pro headphones. And then booting up the system, I think it was the same exact way the PS5 booted up. And I do remember it saying, welcome to PlayStation 5. And I said in my last video, it should have said, welcome to PlayStation 5 Pro. Like, make me be able to make the base system people that still have the base system jealous. Like, this is what my Pro does, but like, literally ours do the same thing. Except for the home screen, there's this like, circuit board kind of like mothership inside the PS5 thing background, but even people that have base PS5 can download that same background. Yeah. These are just some stacks of, I have more games over there in the drawer somewhere, just so I can just try to remember which games I've tried for sure, besides the ones y'all see me on there. Like I said, so I did play Until Dawn, the remake. I wish I would have played it maybe on the base PS5 so I could really be like, oh, this looks so much better, but I'm going to go off top and just say, I think it does look better than what you'll get on the base. A lot of people aren't too fond of this game because they're like, why do we need a remake? Which is true. But I will say it kind of felt like playing a new game. It did. It really did. Side note, if y'all didn't know, they are making a movie of Until Dawn. And Outlast. I didn't show, I also put in Ratchet and Clank. That game, that game's already pretty game, but it did look really nice. I thought I recorded it, but even though y'all wouldn't have been able to tell the difference, the lighting and the ray tracing on the option I chose, it looks really good. Like I almost was tempted to play the whole thing again. Another gripe. I'm just trying to get everything out. Another gripe is I'm not a big gigantic fan of playing old games from back in the day like that, which is so weird why I'm paying for a PS5 premium, for the PlayStation premium account. I'm paying for all that. I got a PS5 Pro. I'm just like, but why? I don't even really care to go back and play old games because I'm a graphics whore. So sometimes I go to play these games and I'm like, I can't get past it because it looks so old. So if you are somebody who's into the backwards compatibility and you are into playing older games, then I think that this system could be good for you because you could just turn on the enhanced mode for PS4 games and it will allegedly make them look and run better. Not to the point of like the PS5 Pro patching, but just make them look a little more sharper in some areas. I need to try the Tekken 8, Street Fighter. A lot of games that I did put in Mortal Kombat 1. That's one where I couldn't really tell the difference. Plus, in general, it's not one of the games that are supposed to have a patch. So that one, I was like, I don't see a difference. I did try the Callisto Protocol. I didn't record that one as well. To me, I'm going to say this. I still think Callisto Protocol is one of the best looking games that I played on PS5. That game to me felt truly next gen. I know a lot of y'all hated on it. Y'all hate it because you think it's trying to be Dead Space. I think it looked better than Dead Space Remake. I still will stand here and say I think Callisto Protocol is one of the best looking PS5 games that came out. Now, putting it on the Pro, I didn't play a story mode where I played like a little mercenaries kind of thing. That one doesn't have a patch either, and honestly, I couldn't tell any difference if it was doing some work behind the scenes to make it look better. Couldn't tell. Not sure if I'm going to re-download Spider-Man 2. That's one of the games that has a patch. Not sure if I want to get back into Cyberpunk. As of now, I pretty much tried the games that I want to try. All I can tell y'all is that if you're somebody who's into the higher frame rates and you want to play your games in 60 and above and you have the right TV for it, a TV that has VRR, a TV that has HDR, a TV that has like the 140, like 1440, or, if you have that kind of TV, go for it. If you don't have that kind of TV and you're still playing on like a 1080 TV, because if you're like me back in the day, I'm thinking all the power is in the console, but no, you have to also have a TV that can match that power to see the true potential. If you don't have that, then it's kind of a waste of money. I'm not going to sit here and say this is the best thing ever, because I'm already at the point now where I feel like my eyes are getting used to it by now. So I'm kind of like, when you see something for a while, your eyes get used to it, so you're not really as like, whoa, it's like, oh, okay. But then once again, if I try let's say Horizon Dawn, I might be blown away again. Don't know if I want to download that again. I'm not trying to tell you that it's the best thing, but I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that it has not made any improvements. So don't believe people online. It really has made improvements. It may not be extreme, but there definitely are some improvements to the games. Definitely. And you can definitely tell that this is like a beta for the PS6. Because I'm not going to lie, I feel like this should have been what we got with the base PS5. But they already had the PS5 Pro being made the same time of the PS5. So they already knew they were going to give us so little, and then put some more there, and then sprinkle it out. I feel like all these companies do that. Apple, all of them have the power, I believe, to give us the best thing we ever had. But they wouldn't make any money if they did. So they have to give us little by little each year, digging into our wallets. And we, consumers, buy it. So if you are content with your games maybe playing at 30 frames, but you're happy with the quality, stick with your base PS5. Had they never mentioned a PS5 Pro, I would have been at peace. I would have been at peace until the PS6. But because they mentioned it, and I am somebody who is a big gamer, and I would like to try to have the newest things, even though I'm not rich, I went for it. And I don't regret my purchase. I don't regret it at all. I have a zero regret. That's me though. My personal experience. But also be mindful of who you get your information from. Because some people are just online, just trying to be so edgy and so, look, I'm cool, I dislike this and I don't like that, just to get likes and views. So this is one thing that you're going to have to go to maybe your local GameStop, I don't know, wherever, a friend's house who has it, and see it for yourself in person and judge it from that way. Because otherwise, just watching compressed videos on YouTube isn't going to help you one bit. That's all I got. I thank y'all for watching another one of these gaming videos. Those of y'all that, come for the other videos. Or those of y'all that may be new and not sure who I am or what I do. Yeah, I'm more of a drag and I do art and makeup. But I also have a gaming channel as well called Pierre Plays, where I try to post on that channel as well. But I post here as well because it's where all the views be. I would love for people who are gaming to go to my Pierre Plays channel as well. But thank y'all for watching this. Once again, go see it for yourself. watch other professional people, you know, and them doing all the testing of the frame rates and all that, because I'm just trying to talk to y'all as the most technical that I can and to let you know whether I think it looks good or it doesn't look good. And a lot of the games do look good. So if y'all want to see me do any more videos about it or any of the games, let me know down below. But until then, stay beat, stay beautiful, but most importantly, stay blessed. Kima Cho or Kimochi. Bye.
プレイステーション